How we doing, guys? One person watching. What? The choker leg got hit. What are you looking at? What are you doing? Oh, it's way low.
No, Luke, it kept going down.
No.
I don't think you gained that much on.
Yeah. What's up, Chris? What's up, Max? Yeah, no baseball so far, huh? That sucks. That's only so far. We'll see what happens. Maybe somebody will decide to pull their head out of their butt at some point. Maybe. But maybe not. That's a good question. Maybe he'll have to go play in Japan with Bryce Harper and homer off of the I don't know what city is it Tokyo Giants? Really? Tijuana Giants? Either way. You got everything you need? The Tijuana Giants. Hello, Betsy. How are you? Doesn't matter. For these, we can figure it out. We don't have to worry about splitting it or anything. Makes it easier. If anybody's interested in O-Pee-Chee hockey, if anyone's interested in Series 1 hockey, I have both coming. I have O-Pee-Chee in today. Series 1 releases tomorrow. I have some more Leaf football in. I have some Valiant that'll be in on Thursday. Some more Valiant and whatever the other one is today. I need to start listing these things. No doubt, Max. No doubt. That's what the Dodgers wanted all along. It was a strike-shortened season. They have charged me for, what did they charge me for? Heritage and opening day. So those look like they're both going to be, what, the 9th and the 11th or something? Something like that. I also have the National Hockey Day. You know, they sent all that stuff out. I got to figure out what to price those at. But we got 2 cases, which is 1,000 packs. And unfortunately, they got to us on Monday instead of Saturday. And so Saturday the 26th was National Hockey Day. which I, of course I didn't get my cards then, and they came in on Monday, and so now I got a bunch of packs left over, so I have to figure that out. Well, what are you gonna do? Hey, let's take them out. Guys, give me 1 sec for me. All right. What's up, Chad? What's going on, George? All right, let's get into it. This is my last case of Hobby. I don't even have any left on the shelf. Chipper Jones. I don't even have any left on the shelf. Dang. Hold on, I gotta get a case. Okay. Let me think about a way to talk about the trip for a minute, and then I will. Zimmerman. There's a wander. Since we aren't in a rush. Kyle Schwarber. Out of 499, Eli Morgan. Go to Cleveland. I'll just worry about that later on. Bo Jackson, nice. Bo Jackson. Walk off water. Everything looks pretty good. I'm alright with where we're at. I'd rather be a little further out, but what can you do? 6-4 stars. Is it 624? Is it 64? Is it 6-4? I don't know what it is. But whatever it is, some stars. Edward Cabrera. Home run challenge. Fernando. Slugger reunion. Albert. Ryan Weathers. It's a good thing we're not in any rush today. I don't feel like being in a rush today, so I'm just not going to be. Joey Votto. They can run. Twitchmas, go run, dude. Gross. Twitch. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! You little weirdo. You're putting your nose on me. Did you see I'm in the middle of a break here, goofball? Nothing worse than a cold dog nose right in the middle of the break. Kyle Tucker, Generation Now. Nick Freddie. Freddie Freeman went from a decent hit to a nice hit. I like Freddie Freeman. If you hit Freeman, you're doing all right. Paul Goldschmidt, Major League material. Pretty nice. Akil Badu. Freddie Freeman. So what do I say about the trip? Rodolfo Castro gold. That's nice. Need some deep color. Okay. 3 camos, but just no monster camos. I saw a Wander camo and it was 4,500 with some time to go. What's up, David? Ted Williams. That would be a nice little hit. A clear would be a nice little hit. Buster Posey. Jared Duran. What's up, Rocco? All right, what can I say about the trip? Let me start. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. Let me say first, when I share this, because it's interesting, though it's not interesting, though it's kind of sucky, that nothing I am going to say is a blame thing. I don't think there's any blame to go around. I think that it's just a statement of fact. And not too bad. And you know, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we had our original flights that we had scheduled for Wednesday canceled because of the bad weather that was coming into St. Louis, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. And so, and this was Tuesday, so that kind of pushed everything back. Well, it was going to push everything back. Then I found, because Southwest couldn't get us out before the bad weather was supposed to start at noon on Wednesday here in St. Louis. And so I decided at the last minute I was just going to take a look and see if there's anything else out there. It's like a reunion. And I found a flight that if I jumped on it right there, we could get out of St. Louis via Spirit Airlines, which we've never flown before. That would, the dumbest thing of all, if we were going from St. Louis to Las Vegas with a stopover in Phoenix, it was cheaper by like $40 a ticket than if we flew from St. Louis to Phoenix, which is the most idiotic thing in the world. And so I went ahead and took we went ahead and took the tickets, thinking that we would just Mike Stanton, Giancarlo Stanton, sorry, for the Yankees. We would just hop off in Phoenix and stay in Phoenix, right? And so, Mookie Betts, and then, long story short, after talking to the people at Spirit Airline, there was no way to guarantee that we could get our bags off of the plane when we got to Phoenix, though it turned out that our flight from Phoenix to Vegas was pushed back twice, and we could have gotten the bags off. But that was after the fact. So we went ahead and did what we needed to do where baggage was concerned, because we were thinking we were just going to do 2 carry-ons. It wasn't enough. No, the Spirit Airlines was great. The Spirit one, outside of the flight being pushed back, the plane was clean. Everything, the service was good on the plane. You know, everybody was as nice as can be. Flight was smooth. You know what I'm saying? Everything was great. It was just the on the ground part. So then after all that, we decided to go ahead and stick it out, and we kind of changed our plans, and we decided we were going to spend the first Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, part of the day on Saturday in Vegas, and then get a car. Because the other thing that kind of changed my mind is that we went to look at a car, and it was genuinely twice as much to rent in Phoenix, just for Phoenix, as it was to rent a car in Vegas and then drive it to Phoenix and drop it off, which is, again, the most idiotic thing in the world. So everything was pointing to, you know, maybe we start the first couple of days in Vegas, and then we drive in to the premiere party, and everything's fine. So, okay, fine. I mean, the conference. And so we found a hotel in Vegas that we liked. The place was really nice, really nice. We got in there, got our car. You know, after all the pushbacks, we get into Las Vegas, and wouldn't you know it, no luggage. And so we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting for our luggage. Time is ticking on. You know, it was probably an hour or more. Would you say it was an hour or more? And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and they're trying to find our luggage, and, you know, we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. Finally, after it was an hour, good solid hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Home run challenge. Oh yeah, everyone who got from Vegas. So they did finally find our luggage. Okay, so here it comes, puking up through the chute, and we got our luggage and went over and got our car. All of that was fine. Matter of fact, the lady who helped us was a Filipino lady who was a transplant from Hawaii. So we had a nice conversation about Filipino food. It was all fantastic and great. Got the car, got out, got checked into the room, and decided that we just stayed in that night, didn't we?
you know,
Oh yeah, we went out to dinner at the hotel, and then we decided just to call it a night. So with the idea that the next day we were going to go down on the Strip. I cannot say that, you know, we hadn't been to Vegas since 1999. I have never been a huge fan of Las Vegas to begin with, but we wanted to kind of check and see what was Vegas was all about after 20 some odd years of being away. So we go to the Strip in Vegas. It is completely different than we remember it. Of course, it would be 23 years later. Parking, of course, is a nightmare. Everything else is just all kinds of craziness up and down the Strip. But we find a place. We finally parked at Treasure Island. We got off because you could park for free. I don't care if we pay for it, but that seemed like a good place, kind of a center spot in the Strip. And we get out and we get down actually onto the Strip, get out there, and what's the first thing we smell? Marijuana everywhere. Carson Kelly. And not light marijuana. Like somebody is smoking a doobie and blowing smoke in your face. I mean, that's the way it smelled. And there's homeless people everywhere. And we take 10 steps off the Strip, and the first thing right there in your face is somebody wearing a thong who had no business wearing a thong. Joe Adele, Generation Now. Ooh, this must be gold, huh? Oh, out of 75. 28 out of 75. Walking with her friend who also had no business wearing a thong, and trying to hit you up for money so you can take a picture with some kind of, I don't know what they call themselves, Vegas showgirl or something. So I thought, oh joy, you know, I'm trying to keep a positive attitude about it. Hadn't been, wanted to check it out. And we spent almost a full day on the Strip, and it was like that the entire day. It was marijuana, homeless people, and disproportionate amount of thongs all over the place. Which, ooh, is that something? Ah, dang it, that's not. Which, you know, again, I'm not against anyone trying to make a living, but you know, I don't know how people take their kids down there with all the things that we saw. So, nightmare getting around, nightmare all the other things, and then so right in the middle of this first day one that we're on the Strip. Out of nowhere, some kid, probably late 20s, comes up and gets literally within like 2 inches of my face and just side of my face and just stands there. And you know, and I'm thinking like at first the kid's wanting to go around, so I didn't react a lot because I thought, you know, there's a lot of people. Kid want to go around. Nope, kid does not want to go around, and so he starts circling me. Is that the best way to say it?
shoving into you like
Yeah. Yeah, he was pushing up on me like he wanted to do something. I have no idea who the hell this kid is, and so Ned pulls me back, and I take a couple of steps back, and here he comes again, and so I can't remember what I said. Is there a problem? What's going on? Something? What's up? Something like that. And this kid says nothing. Juan Soto, that's a nice one. 26 out of 75. 26 out of 75. That's a pretty one. I like that. And so I have no idea what this little moron wants. You know, again, there's people everywhere. This dude's trying, and he's following me, like he's going to do something. I could see that his fists weren't clenched in it with his hand. So I kind of, there's a wonder. I kind of didn't feel like he was wanting to do anything. But he was definitely trying to, you know what I'm saying, get chesty with me. And I still don't understand why. But finally, we stood there and stared at each other for a minute, and he walked off. Okay, so I thought maybe there's some crazy person running around there. Clint Frazier, out of 300, on the Strip. And, you know, other people are looking. He did the same thing. There's another wonder. To this guy right behind me. So maybe he's drugged out or something. All's well that ends well. No fight. No big deal. Yeah, I didn't lose my wallet because I keep it in my front pocket. You know, whatever he thought he was doing didn't happen, I guess. And so we just went about our business. Music blaring, you know, trying to figure. It was just not. I had no fun. I had none at all. I mean, honestly, I didn't want to gamble either. I just wasn't. So we didn't gamble. The entire trip, I spent $200 in slot machines. That's it. because I just wasn't interested. Because we got it here in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, and things that I like more here in St. Louis. And so, you know, it was just not, the Strip was just absolutely not a lot of fun. What am I missing? Anything for the first day? And so we went back to the room. We didn't get any food that first night, did we?
Yeah, that's my first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it has to remind me of everything. So then the one benefit, as we're walking down the Strip, I decided just to check and see. For some reason, it dawned on me that maybe Las Vegas had a Jollibee. If you don't know Jollibee, it's a Filipino fast food place. So I look it up, and lo and behold, there is a Jollibee. So we decided when we're done with the Strip, we're going to go eat Jollibee because I want to have Jollibee. Haven't been there. That's one of the places I've always wanted to go. And so we got done with the Strip, which was just not a lot of fun. I mean, just not, honestly, this is the truth. By the time we left the Strip, Annette's eyes were all puffy and, you know, just a mess because all the marijuana. I am just flabbergasted at how much weed people were smoking down there without anybody even saying or doing anything. There's police all over the place. Nobody saying or doing anything. I didn't know it was legal like that in Vegas. But that wasn't very much fun. So we drove over to go to Jollibee. Jollibee was fantastic. Not only did we go when we got there at this store called Seafood City in Las Vegas. If you're a fan of Filipino food, this is a place. Because they literally had 4 restaurants inside of this one grocery store. As you walk into the right is Jollibee. And on the left side, I forget what the name of the place is, but there's another Filipino place. And they have all the staples, the pancits, the lupias, all the other stuff. And then kind of as you walk in the store a little bit and to your left, there's another place, Bobichette, that has a cafeteria style Filipino food. And then there's a 4th place that is nothing but fried stuff. So fried chicken, they had fried chicken skin, which it was great. Garlic fried chicken skin, which I thought was fantastic. And so to make up for the crappy day we had, I got stuff from all 4 of them. We went back to the room and ate like we didn't know what was going on. And it was mostly good. There were some disappointing things, but nothing of any major consequence. It was all for the most part good. There was also a little Filipino bakery next to the supermarket and restaurants. We got some food there. We went back and ate. It was good. And so good, in fact, Pete Alonso, we decided that we were going to go back the next day and get the little Jollibee toys. So the next day we get up, we weren't going to go on the Strip. We were going to take it and we were going to just go drive around on the, the non-Strip part of Vegas and end our night down, Friday night, down at the Fremont Street Experience. And so we did that. Yeah, we did get the munchies. We must have had the munchies for sure. So we did.
We hadn't really eaten all day.
Yeah. And so we got up the next day. We went back to Jollibee. We got 4 kids' meals at Jollibee because we wanted all the toys. Yep. That's the joy for me, was getting the Jollibee toys. And we went back to the hotel room. We ate it. And then we went around and we went to, there was a couple of indoor swap meets. Really nice people there. We bought some things, talked to some people, and then at both of them. And then we went out to the Costco to check out the Costco, and am I missing something? Oh yeah, Home Depot, just looking around, just kind of tooling around, looking at stuff in Vegas, and then decided it was time to go to Fremont Street. And that was worse than being on the Strip. Not only did it even smell more like doobies, there were more questionable characters with less clothing on who had no business having their clothing off, wandering around in a sea of drunks and people being high. And honestly, I'm just going to say this, a bunch of circus freaks. Now, I got nothing against circus freaks. If that's what you want to do for a living, if that's how you make your living, more power to you. But it was more weird and more uncomfortable than the Strip, which I didn't think was going to happen. Alex Bregman. Somebody was carrying around a snake, freaked out a net, and that, of course, ran into somebody else. It was kind of funny. There were, I mean, it smelled like one giant joint walking around there. And people drunk all over the place, and you know what I'm saying? Mookie bets. And not even any decent shopping out of 99.
Some woman entertainers getting all loud and obnoxious about the security guards that were there, supposedly hassling her.
So that sucked. And that sucked a lot. And so that was absolutely no fun at all. I guess I'm gonna chalk part of this trip up to the fact that I'm an old fuddy-duddy. I fully accept that. I fully accept that I have a certain type of personality. For heaven's sakes, I'm not even a big fan of being around people who are cussing all the time. Okay, so I'm a little bit of a prude. Nah, I'm a lot of bit of a prude. And then I'm going to say this, and you guys are going to laugh at me. The one thing I found out when I was down there, and this is 100% true, and I am not ashamed of it at all. Bet it's only because of one certain thing. I saw that Donny Osmond was going to be in concert on the Strip. I wanted to go watch it. Donny Osmond. I had no idea why I wanted to go watch Donny Osmond, but I thought it would be fun to go see Donny Osmond. Turns out we didn't even do that. You know, we went to an outlet mall. Oh no, we went to an Arizona. So then, hey, got an auto. Zach Lothar. Yeah, I went to the regular mall. It was all right. The regular mall was all right. You know. Yeah, the Pinball Museum. We saw that. That would have been kind of cool. I mean, off strip. Okay, let me just say this. Off strip, I think Vegas was fantastic. I loved going to both of the indoor swap meets. I thought the mall was good. Of course, having the Filipino food was fantastic. We also went to El Taco Gordo, Tacos El Gordo, on Jesse's advice, and those were the most amazing tacos, honestly, that either one of us has ever had in our life. I told Jesse, and this part is mildly true, that every single time Annette took a bite of something, she would pass out because it was so good. It looked like she had passed out. Maybe she was just enjoying the taco. But I mean, the food was great. The food was fantastic. We did not eat on the Strip anywhere. Even the food at the hotel, there's another Wander was good. You know what I'm saying? They're off the Strip. I think it's great. And if I could go back to Vegas just to hang out off the Strip, I think I would have a lot of fun, because I would go eat Filipino food. I would go back to Tacos El Gordo. We ate at a couple of different taco places, and everything was very, very good. I mean, for somebody like me, I'm a foodie. It was fantastic, and they were genuinely the best tacos I've ever had. I can say that. We didn't drive by the new stadium. You know, and you go to the malls. I mean, whatever the shopping districts are, and everything is overpriced. And I'm not a prude when it comes to spending my money, but I just, I like to be able to spend my money on something that I think is worthwhile. And I just didn't find anything worthwhile. All right. So Vegas, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think off strip, honestly, off strip, I would give it a 10. The Strip, I would give it a 1. I would honestly give it a 1. If I never ever went again, and I include the Strip as Fremont, if I never went to the Vegas Strip again, it would be too soon. But again, I would fly in a heartbeat and go back to the off-strip stuff, which I think was fantastic, which was great. The people like I said, the most fun that I had was walking around. We were walking around checking stuff out, and they weren't all that great, but it was just fun being out and talking to people at the indoor flea markets, the indoor swap meets, and and there's a clear language barrier, but everybody was nice to everything, to each other about everything, and and we figured it out, and we laughed a little bit about it. And those are the kind of things that I enjoy. But seeing some chick who has no reason to be in her thong, and then having no top on and flags painted where things shouldn't have been. Out of 71, hey, that's nice. Cal Raleigh, black. It just does nothing for me. It just does nothing for me. And so that's again, I chalk a lot of this up to me being a fuddy-duddy. And if that is your thing, I say more power to you, and that's your thing. So I already wasn't having a ton of fun because, you know, of that thing. So then, like an idiot, I decided that instead of us flying because we had rented the car, oh, it was going to be fun. Let's just drive from Vegas to Phoenix. So we leave Saturday night. We drive into, again, I'm going to tell you guys I'm going to tell you guys the 100% truth. I'm telling you the 100% truth. And again, I am not criticizing anyone. I am not passing judgment on anyone. I am just going to tell you the way that it happened. And however you guys are in your life, I respect the heck out of that. And I never pass judgment on anyone else for how they live their life. That is your business. It's your life. Okay. We drive 5 hours from Vegas to Phoenix, and that sucked. I mean, it sucked. I don't have a problem driving long distance. I drive from Missouri to, done it a couple times now, Disney World in one day, and those were 14, 16-hour drives. I don't have a problem driving. That drive sucked. We get there, before we even left Vegas, come to find out that we had made arrangements in October for our room at this place that we were at, the casino that we were at in Arizona, and we had changed it because we thought we were going to be in Arizona, and then when we decided ultimately we were going to do something else and we were going to stay somewhere else, we changed it back. So it was going to be arriving on Saturday, then it was arriving on Wednesday, then it was arriving on Saturday. Well, on Wednesday night, I see a charge from the hotel, and I'm like, well, that's strange. That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, there you go. So you know, Chris, you know what I'm talking about. And so I call up the hotel Wednesday night, and this is why we were at a good taco place, though. I couldn't tell you the name of it, but they only had beef tacos, but it was delicious. And Acuna Home Run Challenge. And they had charged us a no-show fee and canceled our room. And I said to the lady, well, that's a little bit of a problem since if you look at it, we came in on Wednesday, and we're coming in, coming in on Saturday for the industry summit, and that's a little bit of a problem for me that you canceled my room since we changed it back. Well, she went through this long thing and very nice about it. Again, everyone was very nice. I have no problem with the way anyone acted with any of this stuff. Major League Material Rizzo for the Yankees. And she comes back and she says, well, I'm sorry I can't help you. Why don't you call tomorrow and talk to the manager? All right, so it was a little bit of a fretful night because I'm thinking to myself here, you know, I called, I did what I'm supposed to do, somebody didn't record it, something on their end, and we aren't going to have a room. But then I called the manager the next day, so that was another thing. I should have known this thing was cursed from the beginning when we couldn't get out Wednesday. We should have just not, and it would have been better. So then I called the next day to talk to the manager, who talked to me like I was the one screwing all this up. And at first I was going to cop an attitude, but then I thought, you know what? Don't cop an attitude. Let's just see what we can do to get the room. Ultimately, they were able to get us the room. They credited us back to $200 and something. Everything was fine and hunky-dory. So then we drove there, you know, believing everything was fine. So we get there, and we get checked in, no problem. So we decided we're going to walk around and check out the casino. All right. We had checked before we left. Again, I am not passing judgment. Please don't take this way. About the situation with, too bad, Chris Archer, with face coverings before we left for Arizona. And there are no mandates for any face covers in Arizona, so we didn't worry about it. We get there. We get checked in. We go to the room. No one said anything at check-in about us having a mask on. Do we have the mask on? And so we get up to the room. We go back down. And we're walking to the casino. And here's some security guard chasing us down, telling us we got to put our masks on. And so I thought to myself, okay, I mean, you know, you're not going to be a jerk about it. You're going to just do it. And so I said, oh, all right, let me put them on. And then we go back to the room. Yeah, we're really interested in gambling, and so we called it a night. We get up the next day, and it is the day of the industry summit. So we knew it was going to be the day we were going to check in and everything was going to be fine, right? So we get up, we go to breakfast, and we wait, and they say, well, the things, no one's checking in until 4. Okay, fine. And so we go to this little mall, this outlet mall by there. We go mess around. We come back. We go up there to get our swag bag and to check in for the industry summit. And you can guess what happened next, because apparently there was an email sent out outlining the requirements for said event that we never got. And we never saw. And so we had no idea that there were certain requirements to go to the industry summit. And so we walked up there, and again, I am not, there has never been a time that I have dealt with Tops that they have been rude, they have been inconsiderate, they have been anything but as kind as they can be. Through 3 RIP parties and all the interactions I've had with Tops, you know, they have always been great. And they were great here. But walking up to a room full, a little, like, you know, side chamber area full of people who are checking you in, and you have no clue that there were any requirements to be there, and there's 20 some odd people staring at you while you are fumbling around for the words to you know, to try to figure out what's going on, is I gotta admit, it's a little bit embarrassing. It's a little bit embarrassing. I don't think anyone was passing judgment on us. I don't feel like that at all. I just feel like they expected that we knew what the requirements were to be there, and we had no clue what the requirements were to be there. And so that was an issue, and we do not meet the requirements, and we'll never meet the requirements. That is a personal decision. Again, I don't pass judgment on anyone for how they believe. And so they were very nice about it, as they always are, and they said, well, let's find out what we can do. If we can do anything, why don't you guys come back in about an hour or so. And so we went up to the room, both of us clearly disappointed, because I knew before we went down there again that the answer was going to be no. And again, not anyone's fault. We just never got the email. We never saw the email. We went back and looked in the email to see if we had the email, and we don't have the email. We just don't have it. Apparently 2 were sent out. We don't have it. And so we went back down there, and it was, of course, what we expected it to be. And so it is now 6 o'clock on Sunday night, as we're trying to check in for the industry summit that we can't go to. And so we decided then that it was just time to go. Again, at no point, and I cannot be clear enough about that, because I think there's far too much Tops bashing that goes on. There's way too much Tops bashing. Tops, every interaction with Tops has been, I've never had a bad interaction with them at all. And this was not a bad interaction. It was just what it was. And so there wasn't anything that they were going to change on their end, because they can't make an exception for us, because then they would have to make an exception for everybody. And we completely understood. We were thoroughly disappointed, but you know, we completely understood. And we're going to figure out where the communication issue was, and I know for sure that they're going to deal with it in good faith, and they know that we're going to deal with it in good faith. Kevin came over and we talked about it, and I'm like, Kevin, I apologize to him. Had we had any idea, we wouldn't have wasted our time and effort and energy to come, and he said, I get it, and we just don't know where the problem is. And so I immediately jumped on the phone and found out that in 12 hours from when we checked out, we could catch a flight back. And so we went out to dinner. We went out and to a movie. The mandates for shots. I assumed, because we didn't see anything ahead of time about it, because when they did premiere party, they had those requirements, but that was California. And so when Jesse went and his buddy went, they had to upload all their material. They had to upload everything, and they said okay, and everything was good. And so and I just assumed that we would, since we didn't see anything about that, that there were no issues. I honestly did. I didn't think anything of it. And again, I cannot emphasize enough that I'm not, this is not me being critical of Tops, because I'm not. It's just an unfortunate set of circumstances that happened. And what are you going to do? And I would never have asked Tops to make an exception for us. And they were, of course, gracious and are more than happy to refund our money and to make it up to us. And they were terrific about it. But, we just couldn't be there. We just couldn't be there. And there was no chance we were going to be there. And then I saw a little bit later that Julio Rodriguez was there signing autographs and taking pictures with everybody, which disappointed me more. And I knew they had a bunch of giveaways, which disappointed me more. It's not Top's fault. I don't blame anybody for the situation. It just happened. That's just the way that it happened. And so we spent, almost 24 hours awake because we wanted to leave. I didn't want to be there. I mean, I was embarrassed. I didn't want to be at the hotel with all the, with all these guys that, I have done other things with, and, guys that you recognize and they recognize you, and Yes. Yeah, you have to wear your mask when you're flying, which is fine. We didn't have a problem with that. We wore our mask when we flew. I mean, that's perfectly, I don't mind. If those are the rules, I don't mind the rules. And, again, the hotel, I'm not going to criticize anything, because those were the requirements. Those were the requirements. We didn't meet them. And we didn't know we didn't meet them. But, and again, what can you do? Yeah, and that's where it sucks so bad, because we knew we just missed out on a whole lot. And I what are you talking about? It's the same company. I missed the meet and greets and the handshaking that I was going to do with the people from Fanatics. We missed there would have been a lot of giveaways. There would have been a lot of giveaways. And we missed out on a lot of stuff. They had a thing at 7 o'clock where they were, as part of that, there were going to be giveaways, autograph cards and stuff, and we just missed everything, And so I was thoroughly disappointed, not angry, just disappointed. I mean, again, we've done 3 rip parties with Tops, and I can say beyond the shadow of a doubt, they felt as bad. It might be Matt, and I can honestly tell you that the Tops people felt just as bad about the whole situation as we did, and I 100% and know that they felt as bad about the situation as we did, and felt bad about the whole issue, and were as nice as they could be given the circumstances. So again, I have no criticism of anything that happened where Tops was concerned. It was just what it was. You know what I'm saying? And you lick your wounds and you go home, and the being up for 24 hours and, just catching a little, and then of course on the way back, on the way out, there's just me and Annette in 3 seats. And so we can spread out a little bit. On the way back, the flight is completely full. And the guy next to us is 7'4", and so he's all legs and everything else, and no, it's all one. And so and then trying to find out what to do from we went to dinner at a really nice place. It was nice. Ian Kennedy out of 199, and then we went to see what movie? Uncharted, which I would recommend. Uncharted. It was a lot of fun. There wasn't anything in there that, it was just a fun movie. And then we sat around at the airport with nobody else there for 4 hours, just hanging out. And so it was, again, without, I passed no judgment on anything. It was this entire week last week was an absolute colossal waste of time. It wouldn't surprise me, Max. If I found that out later, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. So being away was an absolute colossal waste of time. Buster posted. Nice. But again, the Vegas thing is what it is. I had very low expectations for Vegas, and honestly, off the strip exceeded it. On the strip, I mean, my expectations were low, and they didn't even meet my low expectations. Oh, he took my box. Okay. And then the other thing, again, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know. And so we could have accomplished everything that we accomplished there, staying here, and not had to walk around Vegas for 3 days with a contact high. Though I'm going to say that we probably would not have enjoyed the food as much had we not been, you know, walking through marijuana the entire time. And it was kind of funny when I was trying to order at Tacos El Gordo, and the little old Mexican lady who was running the window kept correcting everything I said. That was kind of funny. So I did kind of enjoy that too. And I got some lessons. I was told that it's not horchata, it's horchata. And I needed to make sure that I said that correctly. Horchata. Ooh, look, an auto. So that was good. Cal Raleigh. An auto, nice. Out of 299. So what are you gonna do, right? I mean, it was just a sucky week. Except for the Philly. Well, except no, you know, the off-strip Vegas stuff. I'm not gonna call that sucky at all. That was fun. Off-strip, I loved Vegas off-strip. Loved the food. A lot of good people we met. The guy at the guy who at the taco place that is just only beef tacos. Talked us through everything, and you know, I mean, he was very nice and very patient with us while we tried to understand what we were ordering, and the food was great, you know, and so that part of it was good. The rest of it, you know, and we talked about this, and what I want to do is I want to criticize Phoenix and never go back again, but it was what it was, you know, and so here we are. A little less happy because of the giveaways, to be honest with you. You know, I don't know that I had $20 for that 10% stake there, Max. And so, yeah, especially the last day was really tough. It was really tough. And now we're back. And so we did our giveaways today, which I'm happy about. You know, a day ahead of when I thought we were going to have them done. We got to start breaking right away. I do have Trevor Rogers. I do have some fun things planned for giveaways for the we're going to do more Pro Set, you know. I think that's part of the problem, Max, is that we didn't really. I think we got what's the way to say this? A starter kit that would have been filled up as you went along. You know what I'm saying? So again, it was what it was. I mean, just the way that it was structured, you could see that there were going to be giveaways all over the place, you know, all kinds of things for this event and that event and this thing and that thing, and you know. But we do have some things, and you know, some of it's not really giveawayable. It's not really things you can give away, you know, pads of paper and a pen. I guess we can give away a pad of paper and a pen. The bags are nice. You know, I think they were meant to be filled. So, you know, what can you do? So but again, we do have some decent things, and I have some decent things anyway. So, you know, we're not bereft. Could be, Max. Could be. That would have been nice. It would have been nice to go to the first event they had, the dinner, yeah, because they were doing. It sounded like lots of the giveaways at that, and that would have been nice. Freddie Freeman out of 71. That's nice. I mean, we do have some stuff, but I don't think I know for sure that we would have come home with a lot more stuff had we been, you know, had things worked out differently. You know, I'm not breaking up. I'm choking up. Am I breaking up for anybody else, or just Chad? It's all right. At this point, Max is kind of funny. And again, if it would have been different, you know what I'm saying? If Topps would have been like, you idiots, but they didn't, and they would not have, and they were very kind about it. And you know, they, you know, as apologetic as they could be, and try to make it as nice as you can. But you know, in the circumstances, it's embarrassing. You know, it's embarrassing to stand there in front of people and then coming back, kind of knowing what you're facing, and it's a little embarrassing with everybody looking at you while you're having a conversation off to the side about how you can't be there. You know, and again, that's not a blame thing. It's just a statement of fact. You know, and then the everything else, and I just want to get the hell out of Dodge. I would have left my stuff there and left. But you know, we got our stuff and we got out, and you know, and now we're back. But again, and this is the honest truth, and I think you guys know me well enough to know that I would just tell you if I felt this way. I don't blame anyone for anything. It's just unfortunate that we didn't get the emails, which would have been helpful, Adalis. You know, and then we wouldn't have, you know. Maybe I'll get a free case opening day. That would be good, and we'll break it. So that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the entire week. We didn't get to do anything at all. We were going to go do some stuff in Phoenix and check things out. We didn't get to do any of that. And, you know, but whatever. Clayton Kershaw. That's a nice one, blue. So don't ask me any questions about anything because I know nothing about anything where the industry summit is concerned. So again, do I have a few things that we're going to be giving away? Yes. Yes. We have a couple of nice pieces. But my honest opinion is there would have been a ton more. And I've seen what people have come back with in years past, and that was part of the thing I was looking forward to, is having a bunch of stuff that we could give away. We don't have a bunch, but we do have some nice things. There are some nice things. So, I mean, we did get that, right? We did get that. Hey, somebody bring me a box, please. And you know, I mean, you guys, trust me, you'll be happy with them. Yeah, yeah, I know. That's one of the things that, you know, that Net and I talked about, is it was, you know, hey, look at that. What? Paul Goldschmidt red autograph for the Cardinals. I dig it. Who has the Cardinals? Do we know who has the Cardinals? Oh, it's, yeah, DJ George. Look at that. /25. Red. Purdy. Very nice, DJ. That's, I think, the most painful part of it for me, Max, is that we could have, you know, we could have been breaking genuinely, except for this past Sunday. And, you know, we put out a lot of money for a lot of things that turned into a lot of pain. So, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Bo Jackson. And then I get home and then I'm annoyed that I go on. I'm not really a big fan of Twitter. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but I just went to check and see if anybody had, you know, joined or anything I needed to, you know, like or anything, because every once in a while people can tag us in stuff, and then I like to go in there and then immediately you have these idiots who are there and just ragging on Tops, ragging on Tops. And I'm like, you know what? Honestly, shut the hell up. Why are you at the industry summit if all you're going to do is be there to bash Tops? And if Tops is so bad and you hate Tops so much, why the hell don't you just stop getting product from Tops? Honestly, if Tops sucks as much as all these guys could, because on the one hand, these idiots are like, oh, Tops, oh, I hate Tops, oh, look at all the bad things that Tops does. And then on the other hand, and I know this for a statement of fact, they're the ones that are over there complaining about their allocations from Tops. Oh, I don't get enough. Oh, I don't get enough. Make up your mind, moron. You want to sit around and bite the hand that feeds you, and then you want to, you know, and then at the same time pretend like in front of everybody else pretend like you're, you know, I'm anti-Tops. And then on the truth is you want to get more product from them. You know, Pedro Severino. And so I was a little annoyed last night and posted something about that, which I believe 100%. If you hate the company so much, you know, stop getting their stuff. Stop getting their stuff. Just walk away from them. You know, and that's the way it is with everything. It's like when people complain to me about me, I'm like, just don't buy in. I mean, it's so easy. If you don't like being a part of what we do, just go away. Just go away and go to somebody else. But, you know, you stay for a reason, then shut up and don't complain about it. You know? I mean, genuinely, people that have feeds live from the event, calling into question Tops and, you know, and Fanatics and what they're doing while you're there taking their stuff. You're there taking their stuff, which I think is just crappy. You're just a crappy person if you do that. You know? Hey, give me all this, give me all your free stuff. I'm going to be a part of all your events. I'm going to do everything, but let me bash you. You know? Oh, you're not going to do anything with that stuff, but sell it anyway. So, you know, I don't know. So I might be a little testy. But it is what it is. Could you imagine, honestly, Max, if they had Buster Posey there or something like that? And I had to miss out on that? I mean, it was bad enough missing out on Julio Rodriguez, because I really think Julio Rodriguez is going to be a good player. But if they had some giant there that I didn't know about, oh man, I'd have been sad. I'd have been sad. Because I think there were some giveaways that they were doing that had to do with, and I could be wrong on this, that had to do with other properties, Star Wars, Garbage Pail Kids, and things like that I would have liked to have. Ooh, Clemente. SP Roberto Clemente. Very nice. That's a good one. But honestly, you know, some of these guys who, and then, I don't know, people are idiots. People are idiots. But it's okay. I think you reap what you sow. you know. No, I don't think that. I know that. And so we came back. We'll take us a couple days to get ourselves settled and regroup. But the thing I like to do is I like to open boxes of cards. So I figured today, I was going to wait till tomorrow, but I thought, you know, let's get into it today. Let's do the giveaways today. Let's set ourselves, get our bearings so we know what we're doing. Bryce Harper. I saw that photo of him on Twitter where he was wearing the Japanese Giants uniform. I thought that was kind of funny. That would have sucked too, Max. That would have sucked too. And if I got one, it would have been Gosman. He's not even on the team anymore. I'd have been like, oh, great, thanks, Gosman. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. And again, I hope no one's offended at anything I say. I'm not passing judgment on anyone. How each person lives their life is honestly immaterial. We are not here together to, you know what I'm saying? We put all that aside when we do these things and we focus on the breaks and on sports cards, and I wasn't trying to pass judgment on anything. I was just telling you the way that it happened. You know. But I do have some things, and we will have some fun. Miguel Cabrera. We will have some fun with stuff. Super secret message. Willie McCovey home run ball. Oh, let me see the super secret message. Dude, I know some people who know some people who know some people if you need them. Wow. That's interesting. It's interesting that you know some people who know some people who know some people. That's the interesting part. Twitchmas, it's okay, dude. Just relax. But I don't need to whack anybody. Buster Posey. What? The gift that keeps on giving. To Buster Posey now. So like I said, what we do have is not shabby. It's not shabby in the least. And so we're going to be, those giveaways are going to be tied to what we do with Pro Set. And the other ones, including the /10, the two Sandbergs in the /10 are going to be tied to this one. Are going to be tied to these breaks. And so at some point this week we're going to break the 3K, do the 3-caser, and that'll be the end of that. And then we're going to have 3 autographs, 2 Ryan Sandbergs and another one that's a /10 that you'll see later on. And what the hell's a koozie? What's a koozie? I don't know what koozie you're talking about. But so it's going to be, what is that? Mr. Wander? No, Mr. Wander. So it will be good. Oh, okay. When it turns cold, Max, it changes to Fanatics. Out of, oh, that's gold. Jose Barrios. Gold. What's up, Scotty H? And on top of everything else, we had product that was late. And so that made it difficult too. It's kind of hard to do. And again, not a criticism. Things happen every once in a while. It's hard to have a National Hockey Day promotion in the shop when your National Hockey Day stuff arrives on Monday when it was Saturday. That makes it a little bit tough. You know, that's a little embarrassing too. Only a little bit though. Hey, National Hockey Day, do you have packs to give away? Oh no, they'll be here on Monday. Really? Yeah, they ended. So it's been a little bit of a couple of weeks, or a week anyway. You know? But good Filipino food, good Mexican food, safe trip. Net and I didn't fight at all, mostly because she was drunk the entire time. Being around me, you got to be drunk most of the time, I think. Rafael Devers home run challenge, so, you know, all's well that ends well. You know what I'm saying? If someone would have got hurt or something worse would have happened, you know, I'll take the positives every day of the week. The shop didn't burn down. That's a good thing. I did half expect it to. Only half expected it to. Ricky? Yeah. Bless you. Judge.
No, Max.
It was Upper Deck. It was Upper Deck National Hockey Day. And it wasn't Upper Deck's fault that it was late. It was my distributor. They did, and that makes me feel bad too, Scott. You know, I tried to get them to extend it. Said, look, we got to go to this thing, and they were like, you know, if you do that, and then turns out that it was a waste of time doing it anyway, and then games are canceled because of us, and I know it's just a bad time. It's a bad time. When things are bad, I want to eat fried chicken. That's how I know about how bad things are. The worse they are, the more I want fried chicken. Because you can't get decent Filipino food anywhere in Missouri. So I'll have Twitchmas, are you growling at somebody for me? Brian Hayes gold. That's nice. I agree with you 100%, Matt. I dislike Manfred as well. I think he is a joke. I don't think the players respect him. None of the fans respect him. I think he is purely there to be a mouthpiece for the owners, which he should not be. And I think if there was really a desire to get this thing settled, Roberto Clemente, they would find a way to get it settled. There is not one consideration for the fans in this, at all. and somebody should really consider the fans and how they feel. And you know, but no one's going to, and so you can only do what you're going to do. And baseball will lose fans, and this will turn out to be a cautionary tale, and then everybody say, oh, just don't let it happen again, and then it's going to happen again, because greed is always the driving factor behind these things. It's pure greed, pure 100% pure greed on both sides. On both sides. I don't feel bad for millionaires who are upset because they, for whatever. I don't feel bad. Really? He's sure acting like he's on the owner's side. And don't the owners employ him? Isn't it up to the owners when he has the job? Because if he was on the player side, I think the owners would have yanked his butt already. And I think it's, you know, actions speak louder than words. Then do something. Get something done. Gary Larkin. White Sox. He might be a double agent, David. He might be. Alex Bregman. Oh, the Dodgers got it. What Magic Johnson wants, Magic Johnson gets. Magic was thinking basketball, but, you know, it came out baseball. You know, it's funny that in the strike-shortened season, the Lakers and the Dodgers both won championships, but then a full season, neither one of them could get there. It's interesting. Wander Franco. Yeah, I've watched Korean baseball a few times. I enjoy it. I wish there was a way to watch Japanese baseball. I would watch Japanese baseball. When I want to watch Japanese baseball, I just watch Mr. Baseball. It's a good movie. You know, I like Tom Selleck. Adam Wainwright out of 299. Mitch Haniger. Home run challenge. Haniger goes down here. Baseball will get there. Baseball will get there. I'm still confident. My gut tells me it'll get there. I think ultimately the owners are playing this game, but they also know that at the end of it, they can't afford to tick off all the fans. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to lose a portion of them when they already are struggling. And I think they know they can't do that. Chipper Jones. Really? I don't think the Padres would have made it this year, even if there were 12 teams, Max. I don't think they would have. Or do you mean next year? Start with the things that you can agree on, for heaven's sakes. Go ahead and get the universal DH locked in. You know, you're going to do it. Just do it. Let's just get it over with. What are the small things that you can agree on? You know? Baby steps. or having just baby steps. Just a little something. 12 playoff teams, that's something. I think it's dumb, but that's something. Rod Carew. You did. You said Mike. /99. Oh, here's a nice one. Look at that. Jared Walsh. Oh, no, he's not the rookie, is he? Brandon Marsh is a rookie. Jared Walsh. Well, that's still nice. /99. Vintage stock. Vintage stock. I will when we get there. When I get there, I have some pictures of some of the giveaways and things we're going to do. Some of the giveaways we're going to have. So trust me when I say to you, there's a lot of good stuff still. A lot of good stuff still. Not what I wanted it to be, but what we do have, I'm happy with. And they were nice enough to let us keep our badges. I think that was nice, you know. I think it's all greed and greedier. What? Oh, greed and greedier. I'm talking about baseball, of course. Yeah. So I think it was nice of Topps to let us keep our badges. So, and so I have mine. Mine has Holland on it. He's a soccer player. I like him. He's a good player. And Nets has, I don't know whose Nets has. Basketball. It's one of those. I can't remember the set. I wonder who won him. I hope he's a starter. Darn it, I was hoping we would get a clear. Jose Ramirez. So what do you guys have going on? Anything? Anyone have anything fun? Anything I missed out on? Anybody get pregnant, get married, have a baby, get divorced, get a new dog? Anyone's kids get new teeth? Anyone's kids start singing the Joey Bart song? You think another breaker? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Oh, another breaker won Mauricio Dubon. They'll try to make a trade with me. Somebody offered me the autographed 1 of 1 for Joey Bart. So that was good. I didn't take him up on it, but maybe I should. Probably not a bad idea. All right, last box, first case mojo. Last box, first case mojo. Here, can you put the sleeves on this? Oh, no. Last box, first case mojo. Then while we're doing that, I'm going to roll these off. Max, if you call this, the Padres will win the playoffs. If you don't call it, the Padres will not win the playoffs. What's up, Toby? So your call. I'm going to wait till you call it, Max. If you get the number right, Padres are going to make the playoffs this year. If you're wrong, they're going to suck again. I'm going to give Max a minute to come up with a number. It's between 1 and 6, by the way. If you say 7, they're going to suck all year. And then if you win the first one, then we move on to the second one, is the Padres will win the World Series. So we're going to wait patiently for Max. Seven. Come on, Max. Pick a number. You're holding up the whole break. Everyone, Max is holding up the break. Were you down at Mardi Gras? All right, since Max won't do it, he doesn't believe the Padres will make the playoffs. 4. It's the Astros. Get that card. And this one is 4 again. So this one goes to Royals. Was Mardi Gras fun, Toby? Will Clark. George Brett Blue, that's nice. 150. Rodney Klein. Oh, geez, you work the parades, huh? What do you do, if I might ask? Wander. I'll do my best, Tanner. I will do my best. That's not him. Bead collector. He's a bead giver. That's his job. How does one work at Mardi Gras? So I'm not going to go through. I'm just going to hit the highlights on the jumbo case, and we'll pull out the wanders. But since we're going through this, AJ Alexiano. Aha! So you're an important part of what goes on. Put your clothes on. You, please don't take your clothes off. Please don't take them off. You two, stop that. Don't throw up there, please. Please go throw up somewhere else. Sir, don't eat things off the ground. Don't eat things off the ground. Might not be safe. Lady, put on some clothes. Dude, no one needs to see you in that. That's Toby the whole time. Probably nonstop, too. No, I'm sorry. You cannot wear your dog as a hat at Mardi Gras. Who's on a phone call? Oh, all right. So if I need some backup, I know who to call. Wade Boggs. Blue. If I need backup, Toby, I'm calling you. You aren't that far away from me. Who are you on a phone call with, Max? You calling somebody? I'm calling Max is calling the commissioner to give him a piece of his mind. Next time I go to Vegas, Toby, I'm taking you with me in case that somebody tries to get up on me like that again. Calling the ambulance. Business manager. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We know what that means. They're going to Jimmy Hoffa Max. Max one day is going to disappear. I get dibs on all of Max's cards. When they Jimmy Hoffa him, I want all of his cards. Max, if you feel like they're going to Jimmy Hoffa you, will you send them to me? Oh, Fernando Gold. Look at that. They're going to find Max's body buried underneath home plate in Padre Stadium because, you know, they don't score a lot of runs or anything. So no one would notice for a long time. What are you umming about? Boba shit. What? Oh. Okay, but make sure they don't Jimmy Hoffa you. That's all I'm saying. All right, Jumbo. That's even worse. That's even worse. That is a surefire they're going to Jimmy Hoffa you. All right, here we go. 6 boxes of Jumbo. You know what I have left? I have 3 cases of Jumbos. It's going to go to 1 break, and then there's that. Garrett Crotchet. Here, the second big one. Alex Kirilloff. The second box. There's the big one. That doesn't matter, but the Italians got him. So if you're Italian, your own people will Hoffa you. I'm just saying, you don't want to go out like that. Maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you do. But just remember me in your will. That's all I'm saying. So you wind up in concrete shoes down in the bottom of the ocean with Flipper pecking at your head. Steven Strasberg. Either way, now all I can hear when I read your comments is Joe Pesci's voice, Max. I'm sorry. From now on, you're gonna sound like Joe Pesci in my mind. It's not a bad thing, you know. It could be worse. Barrios, Ricky Henderson. Understood. Whoa, look at that. That's a weird one. Oh, maybe that's the Superfractor. Superfractor. Incoming. Here it is, Superfractor. Big, massive Superfractor. World Champion autograph. Relic card. What? Austin Riley. Very nice for the Atlanta Braves. World Champion relic card. Of Austin Riley. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, Twitchimus. Sorry, boy. Sitting right at my feet. Gold, Austin Hedges. Vidal Sassoon. Home Run Challenge, Alex Bregman. Feed looks good tonight. I like that. Feed looking good. Claytone, Johnny Bench. Congratulations, Mike. I'm happy for you. Your favorite player too? That is fantastic all the way around, isn't it? That's the good stuff. Kyle Tucker, Generation Now Blue. Sammy. I still don't know who you are. Long. So I have a guy who comes in, Wander Franco, who is clearly autistic and who has cards and really just has junk. But he comes in, he brings in this stuff, and he's so excited that I traded with him, you know, that we did some stuff with him. And he brought in just this big pile of crap today. I mean, honestly, it was just terrible stuff. Biggio, all, there's a Wander, all junk wax crap. I do that too sometimes, so that nothing wrong with that. Being excited is half the fun, right? And but he came in, he was so excited, and so I made a trade with him for his junk wax nothing for some Pokemon. He wanted some Pokemon. He's getting out of cards and into Pokemon. I always feel bad, you know. I feel like you know, you should try to help where you can, you know. Edward Cabrera. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, but clearly autistic, and you know, I don't think understands anything. No. Let's give him my Joey Barts. Uh-oh. Some water's coming out of this thing already, even Trey. Max, you're mean. Freddie Peralta. Peyton Kershaw. Now when they call them, have me identify your body, the only thing I'm going to tell them is, does he have all of my baseball cards? Jose Altuve, orange. If you take my box, bring me another one. Is it good? Christian Yelich home run challenge. You better pick the right game. I only have one shot at it. Freddie. Bless you. Gold, Cincinnati Reds. I cannot state enough. Well, I won't say too much. But there's going to be some nice giveaways tied to the Leaf. If you're feeling frisky about the Leaf, there's going to be some. I got some worthwhile stuff tied to it. Byron Buxton out of 75. We have 5 cases of it, which will mean we'll have 6 total. We're going to break them all before the end of the weekend. By the end of the weekend. Tony Gwynn. It's a solid product anyway, but I also want to make sure that we're doing what we said we were going to do. No, it doesn't matter. You know, and make sure we have giveaways. And so we're going to have some giveaways. Bruhan, 71. Bruhan out of, it looks like an SP. SP Vidal. That's a pretty cool card. What's going on there? Is the ball coming in? Must be coming in. Ooh, that looks like that could be painful at the end there. There's Wander. There's Will. Stuart Fairchild. Pinder. Murray. Lubob. Go. I think he's going to have a good year. I think you're going to see prices on his stuff jump. Salvador Perez. I think Salvador Perez is going to get suspended for PEDs. Oh, wait, he can't. I forgot. No, they're not putting Bonds in the Hall of Fame ever. I think eventually they'll be guilted into having to do it. Might happen next year, the Veterans Committee. Wander. Very nice. Home run challenge. Man, a lot of wanders in this. Another wander. The wander spot's getting a little love finally. Buster Posey, look at that. Look at that. Back to back Buster Posey. Here, you better sleeve and top load that one. Vaughn, that was your brain that you hit on that thing. You bleeding? You sure you're not bleeding? You bumped your melon pretty good. Kikuchi. All right, guys. Last box is going to be open here when Annette recovers from banging her head on the shelf, on the shelf bracket. So if you want a last box mojo that, then there you go. Austin Meadows. If you don't, no, okay, then don't. I think that's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. Thought we had to turn around. Drat. Griffin Jacks. Willie Mays. Mikey the Fish. Oh, Mike Trout. Is that a 2? Oh, what the hell is it? It's nothing. Oh, it's out of $4.99. I got all excited. I thought it was an SP. I was all excited and happy. Turns out it was just a green. Slugger Reunion Gold Prism. Oh man, I was all excited there for a second. I was all excited for Tanner, and then it was not excited anymore. Sorry, guys. Oops. Well, Tanner, at least I was excited for you for a second. I try to be excited for you. Vidal. When I stop getting excited, I'll give up breaking. When I stop getting excited, I'll give up breaking. Honestly, I would get a lot more accomplished around the shop if somebody else was sitting in my chair and doing this other than me. Pete Alonso. Can you pick the All-Star Game as your home run challenge? And Willie. Oh man, I'd get a lot done if it was somebody else. Mateo Gold. Jeez Louise, I'd get a lot done. 2 Dodgers. DJ LeMahieu. That'd be the one to pick, right? The home run derby. Alec Bohm. Alec Bohm. Come on, let's get another autograph out of the silver pack. And someone better than the other one that we got. What the heck are they doing? Peyton Henry. Peyton Henry. Reed Detmers gets a sleeve. Peyton Henry. Out of 71, Tyler Stevenson black. That's a cool card. Naylor, gold. Dontrell Willis. Taiwan. Brian Hayes. I like Brian Hayes. Always been a big fan of Brian Hayes. Since he was a wee little pirate, I was a fan of his. Feels like only a year ago I was pulling rookies of his, and you know, we'd go to Phoenix again, give it a legitimate shot. And trust me when I tell you, she would go to a plant show in a heartbeat. Blad. Kim out of 499. It was tough taking off this time, Larry Walker roll. I don't know when we're going to get the time to go to something else. But we'll see. All right, come on, last stack. Just produce a worthwhile autograph, for heaven's sakes. Some big boy. Wander. Need a big name. What a silver pack auto. Or a super fractor. That's what we haven't hit this year that we hit last year. We haven't hit a super fractor auto yet. Dang. Ronald Acuna out of 150. 72 out of 150. Muller out of 300. Advanced stat. Will Clark. Doggone base auto. Zach Thompson, Miami Marlins. That's so disappointing. Aaron Judge. Advanced stat, Chad, is a /300. So what they have on the back of the card is, well, let me show you. You have that advanced stat somewhere? I don't know, some goofy name. You're not helping me when you're just still looking. I know, but that's why I said some goofy name. Does this guy look like a goofy name? Nobody? So he has, if you look on the back of the card. Jeez, I threw it on the ground. It has average fastball speed for this guy, max pitch speed, average fastball extension, you know, fastball percentage, those kind of things. So it's just all the advanced stats for the guys. And there's Slash 300, which is nice. So it's a much tougher card. At the Rip Party last year, we had a, or maybe it was 2020's Rip Party. We had a Gavin Lux advanced stat, and Marie sold it for like $700 or something. So they can be good. No sweat. Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman again. Jazz Chisholm Gold. Mikey the Fish. And Andrew McCutcheon. All right, in no particular order, we're going to go through these things. And it's going to be just a big run down of the whole thing. Edward Cabrera, Miami Marlins, from the Silver Packs out of 99. Aaron Judge Relic. Byron Buxton Relic. Oops. Out of 75, 7 out of 75. Tony Gwynn, game used. Larry Walker as well, game used. Griffin Jacks autograph for the Minnesota Twins. Peyton Henry, Miami Marlins autograph. Home Run Challenge Wander. Generation Now Wander. Salvador Perez, Pride for the Royals. Brian Hayes, Pride for Pittsburgh. Kikuchi, Relic. It's an odd place for it. Mike Trout, Relic. Major League Material, DJ LeMahieu. Clint Frazier, he's out of 300. He's an advanced stat. There's a Wander. Joe Adele, that one's pretty cool looking. 28 out of 75. Generation Now. Carson Kelly, Gold for Arizona. Castro, Gold for the Pirates. Out of 499, Eli Morgan. There's a Wander. Remember, I only took a Wander out of a hobby, not the jumbo. Freddie Freeman, Black, out of 66 out of 71. 66? Yep. For the Braves. Giancarlo Stanton, Major League Material. Paul Goldschmidt, Major League Material. Oop. Juan Soto, out of 75. Silhouette. Pedro Severino, out of 499. Wander. Roberto Clemente, SP. That's a nice one for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Clayton Kershaw, Blue for the Dodgers. There's Wander. Trevor Rogers, autograph. Miami Marlins. Another Wander. Cal Raleigh from the Silver Packs out of 299 for Seattle. Ian Kennedy out of 199 for the Phillies. Wander from the hobby. Gold, Brault, Stephen Brault, Wander. Matthew Boyd, Detroit, Gold. Anthony Rizzo, Major League Material. Sluggers Reunion, that shouldn't be in there, but that's okay. We'll leave it in there. Cal Raleigh, rookie out of 71. So Cal Raleigh, Seattle had a pretty good day. This guy turns into a decent player. That's a big hit right there. Wander. Zach Lothar. Sounds like some kind of a I don't know what word I'm looking for. Some magic movie or magical movie. What do you call those? You know what I'm talking about? Lothar? Never mind. I can't think. Mookie Betts out of 99 from the Silver Pack for the Dodgers. Another Wander. Fernando Tatis, Gold. Sluggers Reunion. Those should be in the wrong stack. Wade Boggs, Blue. AJ Alexi for the Rangers. Another Wander. From the Silver Pack, George Brett, Blue. I guess Annette really wanted to put these in the top loaders. You put them all in the top loaders, though. Jared Walsh out of 99. Vintage stock for the Angels. Wander. Chipper Jones, a chipper bat. Rhys Hoskins, Major League material. Another Wander. Adam Wainwright, orange out of 299 for the Cardinals. Slugger and Wander. And gold, Cabrian Hayes. And Rafael Devers, not in the right place. It's okay. Jose Barrios, right? Gold for the Blue Jays. Wander. Slugger reunion. Miguel Cabrera, relic for Detroit. Another one of those. Paul Goldschmidt. This was a really nice one. 1987 Topps Baseball autograph card, red parallel of Paul Goldschmidt. That's a good one. That's a /25, I believe. Andrew McCutchen, Major League material for the Phillies. Orange, Jose Altuve. So that's out of 299 for the Astros. Freddie Peralta autograph. Jorge Mateo, sorry, gold. Sluggers reunion, gold foil. Mike Trout out of 499. Lou Bob, gold. Stuart Fairchild autograph. That's a nice one. Wander, welcome to the show. Kim out of 499, St. Louis. Naylor for the Indians, gold. Tyler Stevenson, sorry, out of 71. That's pretty. Ronald Acuna out of 150 for the Braves. Brujan is an SP for Tampa Bay. Zach Thompson, autograph, Miami Marlins. Cincinnati Reds, gold. There's Wander. Jazz Chisholm, gold. This is Wander out of the silver packs. Jazz Chisholm, gold. There's another Wander. Kyle Muller, advanced stat out of 300. Atlanta Braves. Austin Hedges, gold. Cleveland. World Champion autograph relic card, Austin Riley for the Braves. Another good one. There's Wander, Tampa Bay Pride. And Craig Biggio finishes us off, relic for the Houston Astros. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys as always. Oh, I hit two of these. I know. Don't judge me too harshly. I hit 2 of these. Now I've gone from nowhere with these things to 3 in 2 breaks. What can you do? Things happen. Appreciate you guys listening to our sad tale. I think we'll survive. And I appreciate you guys, as always, buying in. We're going to do, like I said, Leaf Metal Draft tomorrow. 1 case break. See someone in here and somewhere. And all that's going to be tied into more giveaways, more fun giveaways, more good stuff. So thank you guys as always. Appreciate you guys a lot. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to list at 6. We're going to break it after church at 9, just so you guys know what's going on. And then this weekend we will do the giveaways for both things. So we have everything out there. Everyone can see everything. Everyone can see what they're going to get, so we can make sure that we ship it out when we ship out this weekend stuff. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you all tomorrow.